In this video, we'll walk through how to set up domain routing in Access Server. Domain routing lets you route traffic using domain names instead of IP addresses, which is very helpful when an application's IP changes often or when you want to limit access based on a specific user or group. Before we jump in, let's take a quick look at the two scenarios we'll be covering in this video. First, we'll go over global domain routing rules, which apply to everyone connected to Access Server. Then we'll walk through how to set up domain routing rules for a specific user or group, which is helpful when you only want certain users to access specific domains. You see the timeline for each scenario displayed on the screen, so feel free to skip ahead to the section that's most relevant to you. Now, before getting started, there are a few prerequisites to make sure you have in place. First, you need Access Server version 3.1 or newer. Second, make sure you have access to admin web UI. Also, you should already have at least one user or one group created in Access Server. Once you've confirmed all of that, we're ready to begin. First, we need to make sure that DNS server proxy is enabled globally. Click on Access Controls, Internet Access and DNS. We want to make sure that in the DNS proxy section, auto is selected. This is the default settings, but if it was turned off before, just switch it back to auto. And then under DNS servers, you can leave the detected DNS servers as is if Access Server is picking up the correct DNS automatically. If not, you can uncheck this option and enter your DNS server manually. In my case, I'm going to uncheck the box and add my DNS server manually here, and then click on Save and Restart. Now we can move forward with setting up our first scenario, which is global domain routing rules. So again, under Access Controls, click on Global Access Rules. Here, we're looking at the Domains section. We want to make sure NAT is selected, and then we're going to add our new domain. So click on Add New Domain. In my scenario, I have an application named Timecard, and I'm going to type the domain name here, which is timecard.nobase.local. Now, if you want to add another domain, we can just click on Add New Domain and add more domains. Again, remember, this is the global access rule, so everyone who's connected to Access Server will have access to this application. I'm going to click on Save and Restart. So let's go ahead test this. Let's bring up the Connect app. We have a user, Mabel. We're going to connect as Mabel. It doesn't matter what group she is a member of because we set up Timecard as a global access rule. So everyone who's connected to Access Server will have access to Timecard. So let's go ahead connect. And Mabel is connected now. And let me bring up another tab here. And we're going to go to our app, which is timecard.nobase.local. And here we go. Mabel is able to connect to our application here. Now let's look at our scenario number 2, which is domain routing with the group-based access. There are two ways to do this. First, we can do this here under Access Controls. We can click on Group and User Access Rules and click in New Access Rule. The second way is just go to the group's properties. So if I choose the group and click on Edit, then from here, you can click on Access Rules and create that rule here. Either way, you're going to get the same results. So click on New Access Rule, add the domain name here. We have an app called Accounting, which our accounting group or team members need to have access to this application, but nobody else. And we want to make sure that reachable via NAT is selected as well. So I'm going to click on Save Rule. Now, as you can see, we have Accounting app only for accounting team members, and then the time card is global. Let's restart our Access Server and then we can continue. So let's look at the users, see who's part of the accounting. And we can see Mabel is part of the accounting. So let's go ahead and reconnect as Mabel and see what happened. And Mabel is connected. Let's bring up another tab here. And we're typing the accounting. And Mabel should be able to access accounting application. Here we go. So Mabel connects to accounting. We tested time card. Now let's change the user and test with the user that is not part of the accounting team. So I'm going to disconnect from Mabel. Let's look at our other groups. Let's look at, for example, support. And we can see that Sean is part of the support team. So he shouldn't be able to access the accounting app, but he should be able to access the time card. So let's go ahead and connect with Sean's account. So I'm going to to choose Sean here, and let's go ahead and click on connect. Now Sean is connected, so let's bring up another tab here, and first let's type time card. And as you can see, Sean can access time card. Now let's test the accounting, and he shouldn't be able to access it. And here we go. This site cannot be reached. All right, that wraps up this video on configuring domain routing and access server. For more information, you can visit our website, openvpn.net. On the resources tab, we have documentations and tutorials.